Hey folks, thanks for tuning in again. And today we're going to talk about how to repair these surface scratches on your bike. Specifically, I'm going to talk about this Kona Sutra ULTD. It's got a really awesome paint job, but I unfortunately scratched a few sections here and there because I didn't properly protect my frame. I actually did a whole video on how to protect your frame and to avoid this in the first place. And well, I didn't listen to myself. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix those scratches with some simple wax. Before we jump into the video, I'd love to ask you to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And if you want to help us out a little bit more, consider joining the Bikepacking Collective, which is BIKEPACKING.com's annual membership. I will link that in the description below so that you can check it out. So what you need for this is just some standard car wax. You probably have this stuff at home. If you don't, it's relatively inexpensive at an auto shop, a hardware store, and you can also find this online. What you'll need is the wax, a little sponge that it comes with, or just any sponge that's pretty soft, and typically a rag or some sort of a paper towel. So before we get started, there is something that you're going to want to make sure to do, and that is just clean off those scratches just gently with a paper towel. And I like to use some rubbing alcohol, because when you start buffing things out and there are sand or there's grit and grime on those scratches, you can make it worse. So cleaning it off is a must. So here you can see the cable housing for my rear derailleur definitely did a number to the paint. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of this wax and put it on top of this sponge here, and just a little bit, just like that, not too much. And then basically all I'm gonna do is just start buffing it out. So spreading it out over the scratches. And instantly you're gonna just notice the paint kind of come back to life here. You're gonna wanna just keep buffing it out until basically it's all dried up. And you don't wanna rub too hard. Sometimes you can rub so hard that the paint starts coming off, but just enough that it gets in there. And then with your paper towel or rag, just wipe off the excess. And you can kind of see the line here where that cable definitely sat, but the scratching is nearly all gone. So here's another good example. I've got a little chip out of the paint right here, but then just a lot of just surface scratches. So again, all we have to do is put a little bit of wax on this sponge here. So as you can see, I still have those little chips in the paint, but all of the superficial or all of the surface scratches are completely filled in, and the wax did a great job of hiding all of those. So I've got another scratch here that's a little bit deeper. So let's see how the wax fares on this deeper scratch. So you can definitely still see the scratch there, but it's not nearly as noticeable as it was before I put the wax on. So there you have it, the power of car wax. It's pretty awesome. And I actually found that this works extremely well on gloss paint jobs, as you see with this Kona Sutra ULTD. Another technique that you could use is using some ride wrap and actually wrapping your frame. It actually does bring out a little bit more color, and obviously it's going to protect your frame. So I'm gonna actually do this to my Salsa cutthroat because A, it's all scratched up, it's got just a ton of surface scratches, and B, I just wanna prevent any further damage. So I'm gonna use this on my cutthroat here in the coming days. If you have any comments or questions or techniques that you use to remove scratches like this, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for supporting these videos and watching, and until next time, pedal further.